This was a wonderful dinner. It's very easy. It's great for any weeknight or weekend. First of all, you just get the silver backing off of the baby back ribs, and then we'll put them in the crock pot with the other ingredients. There was no instructions for salt, pepper, and garlic, but I love the Kinder's blend, which has all three of those in there. So I decided to spray the ribs with a little olive oil and seasoning, but that is totally optional. The ingredients that we are going to put in here that were on the recipe were beef broth. I use beef broth. You can use beer, which I was going to use beer. I had it outside in the cooler, but it was pouring with rain, so beef broth it was. A bottle of barbecue sauce, 18 ounces, and a half cup of honey. And just mix that all together. And then you have the option of cooking this on low for 6 to 7 hours, or on high 3 to 3.5. We did high because it was later in the day. These came out so good. They had a fantastic flavor. They came off the bone so easy. Not as bad as like fall off the bone, like you couldn't even get them out the crock pot, which is sometimes how ours turn out. But this, they had a bit of stick to them, but they were so tender and they were lovely. Great flavor. Highly suggest. Served them with mashed potatoes and some homemade crock pot baked beans, which I will include the recipe for those on the link in the description box below. For this easy dinner, it came together, I want to say in 30 minutes or less. And first thing I did was cook the ground beef and the onion until it was brown. Now we're adding some garlic paste, and we'll cook for a couple more minutes. Now we're going to add the chicken broth, tomatoes, white kidney beans, chili powder, cumin, salt and pepper, and bring everything to a boil. Now this, I doubled for some reason, I'm not quite sure why. In the description box below, as always, you'll find a link that will take you to my blog. It'll have all the ingredients and directions for each of the recipes that I'm sharing today. I halved the ingredients. If you want to make this much, you can. This is 2 pounds of hamburger. The actual original recipe called for 1. Now, I do change up a few things in my recipes, so they're not really original, but I hope you enjoy them as much as we do. This one was really good, and it went a long way. So we're bringing this to a boil, and then we're going to add in our pasta. And once the pasta goes in, we cook this simmering for 15 minutes until the pasta's done and all the liquid is absorbed. And then we'll add the cheese and let it cook for 5 more minutes, and it's done. I'm adding my cheese that I just shredded, and I'm going to plate up. I tell you, we did eat on this for 2 days, and there was still leftovers to put in the freezer. Here are our finished plates. We topped ours with a little French fried onions just to give it a bit of a crunch, and that went along nicely. Here's your ingredients if you want a screenshot, but again, everything is linked in the description box below. We're going to make an enchilada pie. Now this will feed about 2 people. It's not enough for any more. If you need more, you're going to need to make 2. But I've cooked mine in a silicone liner that actually goes in the air fryer just to keep it all together. And what you do is you put first down the corn tortilla, and then you cover it with some salsa, and then the beans, the chicken, and cheese. And then you just keep repeating those layers until you have it tall enough, and then you just cover the whole thing with a tortilla and a little cheese at the top. This goes on low 6 to 8 hours, or you can cook it on high 3 to 4. You can also, if you don't have one of these silicone liners, make a foil sling, and that is in the directions. Again, the link will be in the description box below. Now I'm making this first layer slowly, and then I'm going to speed it up. Now we're going to place it in the slow cooker, put the lid on, and get it cooking. This was so simple, very, very easy if you like enchiladas, and I just served it with a little salsa. Here are our finished plates. Again, the ingredients, if you want to do a screenshot, directions in the description box below. Just follow the link. For the orange chicken nuggets, this is more of a dump and go in the slow cooker. Now I loved the taste of this, but these chicken nuggets that I used got a little, I would say, like the chicken wasn't crispy. I don't know how to explain it. Anyway, it's the first time I've used chicken nuggets, so I'm not sure if it's just me. But anyway, you pop those in the crock pot, and then you're going to add some honey teriyaki marinade, some orange juice concentrate, water, orange marmalade, sriracha. And then you just turn it on low for 3 or 3.5 hours until it's all cooked through. And I served it on rice. Like I said, the flavor was fantastic. We did enjoy it. I just wish the chicken had been a little more crunchy. So if I make it again, which I'm sure I will because it was super simple, I'm going to look for a more, maybe a smaller, crunchier looking nugget. If you have a suggestion, be sure to let me know. And again, directions, go to the link in the description box below. I did give this a mix about halfway through, just after the orange juice had dissolved, so that everything got incorporated. And here are our finished plates. Like I said, very, very good flavor.